he's in jail, so that jail is where he should remain.
A short but strong response from Cameron Lamb's mother one day after the conviction of former KCPD detective Eric DeValconaire is upheld. Their plea now is to Governor Parson. Do not pardon the ex-detective. I'm Lauren Halifax.
And I'm John Holt. At the same time, the Fraternal Order of Police is taking the opposite view, urging action by the governor. It comes one day after the Missouri Court of Appeals upheld DeValconaire's conviction for involuntary manslaughter. In spite of his testimony, Lamb was pointing a gun at another officer when he shot him. Fox 4's Malik Jackson, live now from the Platte County Jail, where DeValconaire is currently behind bars, awaiting news on his latest motion for an appeal bond. Malik, what new information have you learned tonight?
Yeah, we're learning from the governor's office that they have not received an application for DeValconaire to be pardoned. However, we do know that it's not only coming from DeValconaire's team that they want this pardon. The governor's office saying they've received numerous calls. All of this a backdrop to a fiery news conference from this morning where Cameron Lamb's family is demanding the exact opposite.
Governor Parson, Cameron Lamb was my one and only son. He was a son that was loved by all who knew him. He was a great father to 3 young sons.
Cameron Lamb's family rejoicing one day after the state appeals court upheld the conviction of the former detective prosecutors said killed their son in 2019. The next realizing their fight for justice is not over.
We pray that he take into consideration who Cameron Lamb was.
Pleading with Missouri's governor not to use his pardon power. The calls coming at a Wednesday morning news conference where several county leaders voiced their opposition to even the thought of clemency.
There should be one justice, not 2 justice systems.
I've never experienced the kind of pain that's been felt by the Lamb family.
All of this comes as multiple sources confirm with Fox 4 that the Fraternal Order of Police is asking their members to call the governor's office and demand he use the power of the pardon to free DeValconaire. But before that process could even get started, DeValconaire's lawyers have already filed a motion for an appeal bond that states that the Assistant Attorney General is not objecting, which would mean the appeals court could grant that. Then DeValconaire would be released pending his next appeal.
I can't get bogged down destroying myself over some junk that they doing. They've been doing it since December the 3rd, 2019.
As the Lamb family makes sure people don't forget what was snatched from them.
Imagine being at this day and time, and you have 3 young boys that need their fathers, and that was taken away from them for no reason at all.
And this is not about supporting the police or not supporting the police. It's about just one incident that went too far, and there was a trial, there was a conviction, and so now there's appeal processes. When appeal processes are done, then we'll see where we are.
Now, I do want to emphasize that over the last 2 days, Fox 4 has reached out to DeValconaire's team, as well as the FOP several times, by phone, by email. We even went to the FOP offices today, and as of now, we have not gotten a response to any of our questions. John?
Malik, as we mentioned at the top, DeValconaire's filed a motion for an appeal bond, suggesting that further appeals are planned here. What's the timeline now?
Yeah, so John, what we know about that is that the state AG's office has 5 days to respond to this appeal, and that's the appellate judges will wait for that response. If they do not get a response before those 5 days, they can make a determination at any point in time. So we will, of course, keep our eyes on this as it continues to develop. In Platte City, I'm Malik Jackson, Fox 4, working for you.